Hello. We're going to go on a tour of the starting area of UO Traditions. We're going to go from the manor to the bank to the stables and the crafter / points billboards to the hairstylist to the herbalist and florist to the mage to the custom houses and decoration display area to the training area, melee and archery, as well as spell resistance. Then we're going to go up to the cave. Then we're going to go to the taming and musicianship area. Then we're going to go down into the inn and vendor area. Then we're going to go to the dock. Then we're going to go to Swammy and Swampter. Then we'll check out the nearby quest area. And then we will go up towards the mine, then to the graveyard and just north of it, then to the Royal Guard quest, then to the main keep, then to the Royal Guard area for the witch, then to the farm, then to the moongate and trader, and then lastly we will go to the Gypsy camp. Over here is the mayor's office. It's where you start. We're going to walk upstairs here, and then this is a ruin library. You can see that we have books for quests and for locations. Over here we have a stone for helping with finding treasure map locations, and there's a link in the stone to help you find out which map number you have. This is the bank. There's an ATM that can be used to change gold into tratium or tratium into gold at an exchange rate of 15 gold to 1 tratium. Here we have a coach. Talk to him, say yes, and then you can see that it functions exactly like moongates do. Over here we have the stables with a hitching post outside that can be used to shrink evolution-based pets. Here we have the billboards for the point system. One for bulk order deeds, one for treasure / sunken chests, one for quests, and one for Slayer. Here is the crafting training hall. You can do all of your crafting over here. Down here, you'll find a vendor for most of your vendor needs. On the second floor of the crafters area, you will find almost all of the different types of resources. The hides, the ores, and the woods. As well as you will find an area where you can use dyes for 500 gold. You can test them for free on the items sitting in the middle, so you have an idea on what the color will be. On the third floor of the crafter's building is an area that you can use as an inn, somewhere safe for your crafter to go up and log out. This is the hairstylist. This is the herbalist, and upstairs is the florist. Over here is the building that contains the mages. These are the sparkles you'll walk into to get to the new house display area. You will find these houses in your house placement tool. If you hover over the sign of the house, it'll tell you what the house is called, as well as tell you how much it costs. The new house display area also allows you to run around the house to check it out and make sure it's what you'd like. You can follow this path and check out all the fantastic homes. These are the sparkles that'll take you to the Deco Display area. This is Carmen. You can sell decoration deeds to him if you have some that you don't want, but he will not take decoration deeds that are craftable. Over here is the display area for deeds. You can see them in deed form and placed. You double click on the stone nearby. You click buy. You can also check the details of it. Beside that, you will see the price of them. After you click on one, you do checkout and buy or cancel. There are a variety of things you can buy. You can get a garden in various sizes, as you can see. You could get a mini home. As you can see, there are a variety of things you can buy here. Just follow the paths. This is the Chamber of High Resistance. You need to have at least 65 skill, and you can't get in there with a mount. This is the melee training pits. You can use the levers by double clicking on them to summon something to train your skills up with. If you want to leave or get in, you come through these sparkles. You cannot do so while on a mount. You have the options between level 1 to 3. The level will determine the difficulty of what you have to fight. They can hurt you, so there is an Ankh nearby for resurrection. Next place is the Magic Resistance Training Trial by Fire. And then over here, we have the Archery Training Area. Over here we have the cave. There's a guy here who gives you a quest. We'll take a quick run through. You will find these on the ground. All you need to do is walk into them. As you near the end, you'll notice that there is no clear path. If you just walk along the side, even though it doesn't look like you can fit, you can make it through. Like this. You talk to this guy after completing a different quest, and he will send you to where those sparkles are. You can go through each of these rooms, kill the thing that's in there, and then after you kill all the outer rooms, something will spawn in the middle. Just outside of the training area, you will find a Drake that you can use to check and make sure that all of your files are properly installed. Over here is where you can train provoking skill. Then in the cages, you can check what the animal is and what the level of training minimum is. Then you walk into the gate and you can start training your taming skills. Over here is where you can go to train your discordance up from 101 to 119. Over here is the inn. There is a hitching post just outside. You will find an innkeeper and a barkeeper. If you go upstairs, all of these rooms are available for you to walk into to log out. Over here is the player vendor area. You can also rent out a shop in the player vendor area to have a unique area to set up shop and to decorate it as you see fit. Over here is the skipper. They work very similar to the stagecoach, which means they function like a moongate, except for they only go towards docks. As you can see, there are a lot of different docks you can visit through the skipper. Over here is Swammy, and if you go into this hole over here, you will find Swampster. You can use them to train up Evo pets, as well as your own skills. I believe this area is set up for one of the quests in the starting zone. Over here is Smitty. He will trade iron ingots for gold. Over here are the Arty Mines. I'm going to show you two different paths that are both lead towards something interesting, but I do suggest you explore the rest of the mine as well. This is Smoky Joe. You head west and keep heading west until you get to this dirt path and walk through it, as well as up over here. You will end up in Moonglow. All you got to do is walk up this ladder, and then there is a hole to get back down hidden behind these trees. If you just walk down here, you'll get back down. And then you walk back through there, and then you walk back through here, and you're back into the Arty Mines. Now, we're at the cemetery. You will find a necromancer, as well as you will find these gravestones. If you double click on them, something very interesting will happen. I suggest you give it a try. North of the graveyard, you will find the sparkly location. I suggest you walk into it. From here, you can go to an island on Tonko, as well as something that says pick your poison, which will function like a moongate, but have different locations than a regular moongate. This is Jonah, a royal guard. Up there is the location for his quest. This is the main keep. If you head inside, you will find the king and queen. They will give you a quest after you complete the guard quest to the west and east, and then they will send you to go and find this sinkhole. You can only enter it if you have the quest that they have given you. This is Raymond, the Royal Guard. He will send you into this location to hunt down the witch's minions and the witch in her hut down here. This is the farm. If you come down here, you will find flax plants, which you can pick to turn into bandages to help you heal yourself. Over here is the moongate. As you can see, it's connected to all the regular moongates you would expect. This is Byron the trader. You can buy a bag of training weapons from him in case you ever lose yours or misplace it. He's just east of the player vendor tent. Over here is a Gypsy encampment. You can train your lockpicking from 0 to 90. And just down here, this guy will lower some skills, making those skills easier to level. I believe these boxes over here are used to train trap removal. Thank you for joining me on the tour today. I hope you have a wonderful experience while playing UO Traditions.